because I think that what I mentioned earlier about not having the conversations, and we don't have the conversations. Those conversations include what is the financial plan, right? And so the family forecast, like how much is it going to cost? So my daughter, she's a sophomore right now, but she has 2 more years until she go to college. All right, how much is that going to cost? And so she has to understand how much is that going to cost. My son, he's only 9 years old, but we're having that conversation because, right? So my daughter, she started a little late as far as contributing, let's just say, to the household. But my son is 9 years old, and he's written a book already, right? Because we've had this conversation. He is monetized on YouTube, right? So he does like these Roblox videos and tutorials and stuff. And so he's following and saying, all right, because I know the number, right? Because I know, the plan, like how much we're gonna need, I want to, contribute as well, right? And so I think it's really important that as a family we understand what that plan is, right? And then and even beyond just how we're going to manage on a day-to-day basis, what's going to happen from a generational wealth perspective. Do you have life insurance? Are you investing? Do you know about options? Does the family have a trust, right? Do we know the difference between a will and a trust? And all of the things that we are taught are advanced, right? Like, oh, this is an advanced thing, and you have to have a certain amount of money in order to be, in order to start talking about these things, which is absolutely false, right? That at whatever level you are, you should have a trust. How complicated your trust is depends on the amount of assets you have. But like every single everybody in here should have a family trust. And are we having that conversations with our family so the family understands what the plan is financially? How, when someone passes away, how is that the life insurance money going to be allocated, and the things that are necessary in order to have that stability, right? Because the stability also is when there's an emergency, when something happens, how are you going to react? How are you going to handle that, especially as you're dealing with the things that, when life's, how are you going to deal with that financially?
Man, let me tell you, I had a contract with the hospice company and working with palliative care and their families and stuff. I cannot tell you, without a plan, your legacy is gone. Gone. Nobody knows what you want. No, everybody has to try to figure it out. Nobody's on the same same page with anything. Temperatures and feelings get all emotional, and families absolutely dissolve. So, I really think that that's the best way to leave your legacy. Thank you so much for that. I would love to open this up. We only have a few minutes left, but I want to open it up for questions. What questions do you guys have? There's a microphone over here in case someone has a, yes. Okay, got a question.
Thank you all to the panel.
3 minutes.
Thank you all to the panel.
Uh-oh.
I think I got it, Dr. Watkins. Yes, sir. Thank you. My father worked and retired in the Department of Revenue for state of Illinois. He has several accounts ready to give to me when he leaves. However, one of the accounts he just has in a bank account, and I cannot get him to put it at least in a high yield interest-bearing account. Can we talk a little bit about the mindset about how one generation wants to improve upon what we want to leave behind? Thank you.